Finally, I get into the silent zone. At the back of Mount Douglas, hiking as hard as my little heart will let me. Zone 3 is in order for today's pike. Zone 2 is still within my zone. Zone 3 is going to happen very soon. Once it gets steeper. There you go. Zone 3, and I'm hiking. I'm piking.
9 minutes 11 seconds ahead. Cadence 62. Average heart rate 129. Workout average pace 9 minutes 54 seconds per kilometer.
So I'm just coming up on the fake bridges. I'm about 7 or 8 minutes, I think, ahead of my 12.5-minute pace, which is probably what will be my pace when I get to the summit. Zone 2. Up I go. For those who don't like my running audio, you'll be delighted to know that today I will be hiking the whole way, even on the flat, even on the downhills. Yesterday I did a hard 7-miler, which was probably enough effort for a Tuesday. Right, so the fake bridges will need another photograph today. Let me just get my camera out of my pocket. Today I'm carrying my fanny pack as it's supposed to be used, with a water bottle in it. 3 minutes in to the recording.
Workout average pace 9 minutes 55 seconds per kilometer. Auto pause. Workout resumed. Zone 1.
You'll notice how quickly my heart adjusts. Oh look, there's a big black slug. This has to be photographed.
Zone 2.
Got it.
Auto pause. Workout resumed.
And up I go again. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. You might even hear a Zone 4 or a Zone 5 today, because it does get that steep.
Zone 2.
We'll probably run this one straight through to the 36 minute mark. That'll get me to the summit, no doubt. And then on the way down I'll be coming down Glendenning. Today I'm going up, up, up.
Zone 3. Cadence 66. Average heart rate 118. Workout average pace 9 minutes 58 seconds per kilometer.
So cadence 63. Anything above 60 is good, or 120 depending on what system your tracking device uses. Just heard a Zone 4. I will let Bob Weir sing to you as I try and catch my breath.
Cadence 51. Average heart rate 139. Workout average pace 10 minutes 5 seconds per kilometer.
Still ahead of the pace. That will get eaten away very quickly on this steep stuff. I will be listening out for my hydration reminders today,
Zone 4.
seeing as I have water with me.
Zone 3.
When I get to the Elephant Rock, I double back a little bit and then go up even more to the summit. The last push is about
9 minutes 6 seconds ahead.
15 minutes
51. Average
of
heart
steep
rate
climbing.
138. Workout average pace 10 minutes 11 seconds per kilometer. Time for hydration.
There you go, 20 minutes in.
Zone 3.
I think it's 20 minutes. I took a drink earlier, but I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure it's not 40 minutes. Let me check. "40 minutes. Hello, come through.
Cheers, thanks.
Good work, mister.
Thanks, have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Average heart rate 137. Workout average pace 10 minutes 14 seconds per kilometer.
Yeah, 40 minutes in.
Zone 2.
How time flies when you're having fun. Well, normally it would be about 20 minutes to that spot, or close to it, if I was running. But Piking is about half as fast as running.
Zone 3.
But the heart doesn't know what I'm doing. It's buried deep in my rib cage. Does not have eyes to see. It doesn't look like rain at the moment, but a couple of days.
Cadence 48. Average heart rate 128. Workout average pace 10 minutes 17 seconds per kilometer.
Couple of days, we might see some rain. We're in the middle of a kitchen reno, which is a pain in the ass, to tell you the truth. We're having to invade my son's basement lair. It was originally kitted out as a granny suite, as a rental, so it has all the facilities, an old school stove, electric cooker I should say, plus the sink, toilet, adjoining rooms, which is handy because it's right next to my brewery. But yeah, as Derek was saying the other day,
Average heart rate 128. Workout average pace 10 minutes 21 seconds per kilometer.
as Derek was saying, Zarin, our son, is going to see a little bit more of us than he probably wants to see, because we have to keep going into his lair to do our eating and cooking. The whole kitchen has been ripped out. Cabinets, stove, fridge, overhead hood, sink. You can imagine. It's just an empty room now. Today, the painter arrives.
Cadence 44. Average heart rate 136. Workout average pace 10 minutes 31 seconds per kilometer.
Wow, this is hard. I might actually have to take a little photographic break here, partway up this steep climb. But not quite yet. I'm having to shift the voice recorder from hand to hand, depending on how much extra help I need from my third appendage on the ground. Alright, this is where I take a little breather.
Zone 4. 7 minutes 40 seconds ahead. Cadence 40. Average heart rate 143. Workout average pace 10 minutes 40 seconds per kilometer. Halfway to your goal.
Halfway. So, I don't think I'll be able to get back within the 90 minutes. I've just hit 45 now. That's the thing about piking. It's about the same speed going up as coming down, which means that I won't be whittling away at my times too much on the downhill either until I get to the flat. Alright, I'll put the Nikon Coolpix point and shoot pocket rocket back in my pocket. Zone 2, and I'm more than halfway up this steep climb. I still have some more 3-limb stuff, some 4-limb stuff. Sometimes when I'm not recording I can use all my appendages to climb. I saw a little clip, what claimed to be the steepest race in the world, and I believe that the leaders pretty much scamper up on all fours. It's a ski slope, I believe, pretty steep one. It could even be one of those ski jump type things where the landing is pitched steeply downwards so that there's much less shearing when the skiers land. They're landing on a very slopey downslope. You see, the difference between piking and running at this stage is 0, because there's no way I could be running this. Once again, I switch hands to facilitate the climb. Zone 4. I hope the levels are right today. Up I go. Switch hands. Depending on which side the handrail, so to speak, is. Time for another photo as I hit zone 4 once again.
rate 142. Workout average pace 11 minutes 4 seconds per kilometer.
I can almost see the summit from here. You'll be glad to know that you're going to hear a lot of my descent today. I'm at 16 minutes into my recording and about 45 minutes into my pike. I hope that the weather isn't preventing you guys from doing what you want to do outside. I know it's a bind having to modify your training plan to accommodate the weather, but that's where these mass catchment training plans fail. The coach, with all the best intentions in the world, has no idea of what real-time influences are affecting his coaching calls, which in fact makes you feel like you failed your coach, whereas basically your coach has failed to hear your needs. Up I go. I'm still ahead, wow.
Average heart rate 145. Workout average pace 11 minutes 15 seconds per kilometer.
So I got 1 minute and 15 seconds of slowage to absorb my lead on the pace. But as you might have gathered, I'm listening to my Grateful Dead show, and my favorite DJ is doing his little bit. Up I go. Switch hands once again. This is a great cardio workout. Probably more of a cardio workout than I got yesterday, because I didn't get anywhere near zone 4 yesterday. I would have broken into a walk by zone 4. Just rustling my way through the bushes. Alright, any second now I will see the summit lookout. As I zigzag my way up the rocky outcrop, using my 4 limbs for balance. Wow, now that's a good photo. Let me just take it while I catch my breath.
August 16th. Then 2 days later, they'll be at the Jiffy Lube Live.
20 minutes and 14 seconds in. I'll keep the camera out, as very soon I will catch that elusive glimpse, which I just have.
Then they stop, but they're going to start right back up again on
Zone 4.
Zone 4.
And then they make it for 2 nights in New Orleans, and they go all the way to Halloween ending in LA.
Zone 3.
Alright, got it. That is the summit. I am sweating like a little cochon at the moment. There are a lot of swallows zipping around trying to catch the bugs that are in the air. Quite often I've noticed when I'm walking across Lambrick Park, the swallows will fly around me close orbit of where I am because they know that I'll be disturbing the bugs, which is what they want to eat. Alright, I am now at the summit. There's some plastic bollards here. I'm not sure why. Alright, so I promised to take a bit more of a video today from the top here. So that is what I'm going to do right now. I'm panning around. There's that low cloud over the Souk Hills, way off in the distance. As I zoom in on them, yeah, that's about 10 miles away, maybe a little further. As I zoom back to give you the full broad view of the top of Mount Douglas, there's Cordova Bay and that large mountain in the distance in the mist. That is not in fact on the main island. That is Salt Spring Island, another island very close to Victoria. And there's the little cairn with the destination points on it. I'm going to go and hold the camera over that so that you'll be able to see the views and the distances. Hopefully you can see that. The distances here are in kilometers, as you'd expect, being Canada. Alright. And then back to the downtown view of Victoria, or as locals call it, Vic City. Like the Vancouverites call their city Van City. That is Vic City. In we go a little further. That's about as close as I can get with this camera. This is my best small camera. Let me just zoom back. Sorry about the shaky wakey. But that's what happens when you're zoomed to the max. The slightest twitch makes the image dart from side to side. Alright, enough of this. Bye bye everybody. Let me just turn it around so you can see how your narrator looks today. Bye bye everybody. So I've switched off the video, putting it back in my pocket as I start my descent. Workout resumed. I have this really nice little clamshell camera case that barely covers the camera, but it does protect it. It is small enough to fit in the smallest pocket. I'm going to have to give a couple of runners some space here as they come up.
And
Up you come.
make
Good work.
the quinoa ahead of time. Yeah, bowls. Yeah.
Well done. Yep, they're running up to where I was just now. I don't know how they do it. I guess they have young hearts.
21. Average heart rate 119. Workout average pace 11 minutes 43 seconds per kilometer.
Talking of young hearts, I hope my heart remains functioning long enough for me to reach triple digits. If I'm careful, and if I don't get hit by a truck, I should be able to manage that. Especially if I train smart with my heart rate strap. Alright. I was just about to break into a run there. But that's not the plan. The plan is to save on my joints. Save my knees, my legs, my ankles, my hips. Running does put at least double the stress. I'm still ahead.
Average heart rate 105. Workout average pace 11 minutes 42 seconds per kilometer.
I'm still ahead of my guesstimated pace.
Zone 0.
Alright, I'm going to have to negotiate a couple more people here. Hopefully they'll just run away from me. Mind you, I might catch up with them, because the next little bit is not terribly runnable. Not unless you have a good dental plan.
Zone 2.
Down I go. Hello.
Zone 3.
Hi. I'm hiking today, but I guess we all are around here. It's not very runnable, is it?
No.
Anyway, good luck, everybody. Yeah, it's pretty steep. They might overtake me soon when it flattens out a bit. But until then, they've let me through, which is nice of them. I have approximately 8 minutes more to record.
Zone 3.
3 on a downhill hike. That is probably adrenaline. The fear of falling pushes your heart rate up 10 beats.
125. Workout average pace 11 minutes 43 seconds per kilometer.
I'm still ahead. How about that? I do have my grippy trail shoes today, which is good, because this is pretty loose and dry today.
Zone 1.
You want to have something that bites in to the dirt. It's funny, you know, I didn't start recording until
Zone 3.
about 25 minutes in to my pike, which is a good idea, because you know how it is. At the beginning, you're kind of a little bit messed up because your body is confused. But then once the adrenaline, once the endorphins basically kick in, then you get the old feel-good hormones
118.
popping around your body, making things that much better.
Zone 2.
Maybe that's why so many reformed drug addicts enjoy running, because they get those natural endorphins, those natural opiates that addictive personalities need. In fact, I've lost count of how many ultramarathoners I've known who once had a pretty serious habit. Down I go. Time for another photograph. I think I'm enough ahead of those women for not to be in their way when they come by. They probably won't even get to me. There's a nice bench here that they built because it is quite a beautiful spot, as you can see, or as the camera can see. Please check out my Facebook page, like and subscribe, as Rob would say. I'm a little concerned about Rob. He is working too much and not training enough, but he is the stoic kind of guy that he is. The stoic kind of guy that he is, I should say, means that he will do his half marathon. He might not do it in the time he wants to do it in, but he's quite prepared to accept what his training will provide for him on the day. I'm sure that the race enthusiasm will get to him and he will get excited. As long as he's not too excited. I really don't want to have to run with him because I don't really need that kind of excitement. I will probably come up here on marathon day. That's going to be I think it's the Saturday they do it. Or maybe Sunday. The day before whatever they celebrate Thanksgiving here in October. I think it's on the stat holiday is on Monday. So that the race is the day before. Or maybe 2 days, maybe the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Before the stat holiday. On my way. Singing along. The old karaoke syndrome. See, this is the glory zone. This is normally where I would be running. My friend the DJ is having a little bit of trouble. He's in a new studio. He's getting used to all the knobs and dials. I was trying to explain to him that boosting the mic volume is not a good idea. 11 is not good. Pushing it to 11 is not good. It kind of blows it out. You can get this blowed out sound. He's had to re-cue a couple of songs today already. But like myself, he gets enthusiastic, and I think what he does is he turns the volume up in the studio so he can wander off down the corridors and chat with his friends. But he wants to be able to hear it from wherever he is in the building. But still, you know, he's been doing his Grateful Dead show for, I don't know, 20 years now, maybe. Started off in college radio. It's a good gig if you can get it. Being paid to listen to the Grateful Dead, that would have been the next best job for me. After professional ultramarathon trainer, I would train the psychology of ultramarathon running more than the physiology. It does boil down to being more than half mental. Excuse me. It doesn't mean that you have to be more than half mental to run an ultramarathon. But it does help at times. Pretty soon I'm going to get to the turnoff for Harvest Lane. I'm at 35 minutes now. I'm just coming up to the goalposts. I'll take a photograph of the goalposts, which will be probably my closing sequence for this extravaganza. I got that expression from Gerber, the DJ that's been sharing this show with me. Obviously unbeknownst to him yet, but we will see if the sheriffs catch any of the copyright material that might appear. Well, them's the breaks. If you borrow, occasionally your hand gets slapped, which is probably what's going to happen to me one of these days. Somebody's going to slap me on the wrist and say, "Naughty, naughty, you are borrowing other people's material." But until I make more than $10 a quarter off my podcasts, I don't think anybody's really too concerned about it. So I'm watching this closely. I think I'm going to get pretty much to Harvest Lane by the time I say bye-bye to you on this Piking on the Mountain of Joy will be the title. Official.
25 seconds ahead. Cadence 59. Average heart rate 101. Workout average pace 11 minutes 42 seconds per kilometer.
Okay, so I'm still ahead of the pace, and I have the flat stuff coming up. And I will say bye-bye at 37 minutes 35 seconds.